Okay, so the chorus riff is a little similar to the verse. The first part is anyway. So you've got that, and then you move. So you got the that's the first part. Okay, so I'm just going to play through the chorus riff for you. I'll count through so you can hear where the riff falls in the bar, the rhythm of it. I'll change to a clean sound also, so you can hear that. So 1 and a 2E and 3 and a 4E and 1 and a 2E and 3 and a 4E and. Okay, I play a little bit slower for you too. 1 and a 2E and 3 and a 4E and 1 and a 2E and 3 and a 4E and. Okay, we'll break it down again like we did before into beats. So like I said before, the first part is the same as the riff for the verse. So you're going to go, that's the first beat, so 1 and the next beat will go along. You're going to keep your finger on the 5th fret of the A string, and you're going to mute that left hand mute again. So this is where it's still playing the same as what you played for the riff in the verse. So you got a down up stroke on the 5th fret A string. Now it's going to change, so you're going to jump up to here, 9th fret on the D string. You can use anything you like really, because you've changed your hand position so much. You've gone right up the neck. I tend to use my first finger, but you can use your 2nd, 3rd, 4th if you like, whichever you like. I tend to get a little bit of vibrato on that, even though it's not sort of written on the tab. You can put it in there. Sounds quite cool. So, but again, there's lessons on that on the site if you wish to look into that further. So, for that second beat, then you'll start off with the left hand mutes, and you go to the 9th fret. So you go 2E and so you got 2E and. So those first 2 beats together. Okay, so while you're muting, it might also help, because there's quite a big jump there between the first section and that high note. It might be easier to slide your hands up that string, keep touching the string, slide your hands up the string while you're doing the mutes, because then you're able to get smoothly to that high note. So you can do the same for the next part. The only difference is the last note is going to be on 8 instead of 9. So okay, so that part in full will sound like this. Okay, now the next bar, you're going to start with the same thing again, but again the last note changes to 7 on the D string. And the next part, the rhythm is the same, but we're just going to change to the power chords down here. So you're going to start with the open D and A strings, and you're going to play a little bit like you did in the verse riff. So you're going to play the 2nd fret there with your 1st finger. You're still going to bar those 2 strings together, hammer on to the 3rd fret with your 2nd finger, and do it again, and then play the 2nd fret. So in time would be, I'm playing all down strokes there, so go down, down, hammer, down on the 2nd fret. Okay, so if we go through that again, you can hear what it sounds like. I'll stick distortion on too for you. Okay, so you play that twice for the chorus, And the second time you change the last little part, so instead of going, you're going to go straight to a C power chord shape here. So your first finger is on the 3rd fret of the A string, and your 3rd finger is on the 5th fret of the D string. And it's going to palm mute that. So again, put the side of your hand just on the end of the strings here. Just play that 8 times. I do all downstrokes for this. Again, it keeps each strum even and gives you that attack that you want when you're playing with distortion. So in full then, look like this. Okay, so have a go to the play along track. The second verse is slightly different to the first, but the great thing about the play along track is that you can practice both to the same play along track. The only difference is one little guitar fill on the 4th time you played the main riff. We'll go through that now. So the actual guitar fill will sound like this. So the first few notes again are the same as the first few notes of the main riff as it comes in. You'd actually also be palm muting this as you're in the verse. Up to that point there. So the first 2 beats exactly the same as the main riff of the verse. At that point there, you want to quickly get up to the 10th fret on the A string with your 1st finger. So you're going to go 10th fret 1st finger, 11th fret with your 2nd finger, and then 12th fret with your 3rd finger, all on the A string. And you do the same again on the next string, on the D string. So 1st finger on 10, 2nd finger on 11, 3rd finger on 12. And then you want to do a little trill. 1st finger on 10th fret of the G string, and your 12th fret is the fret you're going to hammer on and pull off with your 3rd finger. Now a trill is just a quick succession of hammer-ons and pull-offs. You're able to, in fact I'll stick that on distortion so you can hear that. So, also with this, if you like, with it being distortion, you can just hammer on the notes up here too. So play 10th fret, hammer on 11, hammer on 12, same on the D string, and hammer on pull off with a trill on the G string there. So with distortion, that riff will sound like this. Okay, if you want to pick, it's up to you. Okay, so yeah, practice that. That's the 4th time round for the 2nd verse, so you'll have another 4 times after that for the riff for the rest of that verse, so that in total you're playing it 8 times. Then you go into the 2nd chorus. So I'll see you for the interlude in section 3 in the next chapter.